for the link that it didn't work.
Okay, no problem. I think we're gonna get a better mic.
Okay. Cool.
So I'm just trying to plug in a microphone.
Okay.
So you can hear us better. Seconds.
Yeah, thank you very much to participate. Okay, so it is the first time we interview someone on a Hangout, so we really appreciate that you are doing this.
Can you hear us better?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so should we start then? Because I think you are busy, right? So I don't want to take too much time from you.
Okay, so you want to start with the questions?
Yeah, okay. I'll go through the first question. As I told you, we were curious because Busbud is recently installed in Spain and is one of the first bus search engines in our country. And yeah, I'd like you to explain a little bit how is the experience of you being in Spain, and especially compared to other countries where you probably have been for a bit longer.
Sure. Yeah, but actually Spain is great because it has one of the best network we have in our coverage. Like the bus network in Spain is really dense. All the cities are connected. The network is even better than the train network. And it's also interesting because the split between local and tourist travelers is good for us too. Like we see a lot of tourists actually using the buses. So it seems to be popular among them. So it's good for us. And actually, Spain is one of the first country we were present in. And it has always been a good market for us to test new features, to create content for. So even if it's far away from us, it's like a priority for us as well.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's true that we have a very good bus network, and that we use it quite often too. Especially because of the difference with the price that we have with the train, with the national train. However, we know that like the bus lines are given, like the routes are given by the states to certain like bus companies.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that is a problem for a bus search engine here, or on the contrary, it hasn't affected your results, or if it works like that in other countries too, or it's not like this. I don't know if you could explain a bit.
So, for example, where we are in Quebec, it's the same thing. So the government regulates the market for bus. So there's only, I think, like one or two companies.
Yeah, and every route is assigned to a company.
Yeah, so there's not competition. So if there's no competition, obviously one of our value propositions is that you can compare prices different between operators, but there's also the product being easier to use and being more mobile. So I think like if you compare us to a website of a bus operator, they might not have the same resources to invest in their technology. So we can make it more easy for the users to book the tickets.
Yeah, exactly. The value we'll add here is a bit different. It's more on the convenience of the booking, and it will offer an experience in their language, in their currency. So the value is a bit different, but it works as well. I can.
1 minute, guys. 1 minute. I'm just gonna get the charger. It's getting loud. No. Cool. So the value you give to the users is that you have you give them more like content, and technologically is probably much better than the service that the national buses are offering, right?
Exactly, and we can offer this really to if you're, let's say you're a Spanish, citizen, you might use Busbud in Spain, but then once you travel, you can also use Busbud. So it's not, you don't have to change experiences or have to search for something else.
I think also the market in Europe is really opening right now, and France is a really exciting place to watch right now, exactly because a lot of new routes are being opened, the market is being liberalized, all the players are watching what's going to happen, and I guess it's eventually coming to Spain anytime soon as well, and probably Quebec one day too. So for us, it's just like more opportunities ahead.
Yeah, probably, yeah. It will be, yeah, I'm sure it will be liberated soon as well. Okay, so and now, yeah, now coming to the social presence, social networks that we use. Well, we noticed that you are not still using social networks in Spanish, so you are not directing, like giving a real social networking in Spain, but you probably do it in other countries, no?
Yeah, sure.
And well, first of all, are you planning to launch this in Spain in a short time, or?
So I think it's always a question of resources and focus. For us, a lot of what we know in terms of the culture is mostly North American. So in Canada and the US, it's easier for us to create content and have a presence that's authentic. For example, for Spain, we would have to have somebody who's native, a Spanish native, in order to do that. And so we do want to do it, and we want to do it well. So I think it's a matter of timing and when we can, when we do it, we want to do it well. So in the meantime, we're doing a lot of our efforts are focused on things like SEO, things that will help every country. So because we have a presence in 89 countries, it's very hard for us to do everything at the same time. We're only 40 in our team, right?
Yeah. So as you probably know, our main differentiator is that we are the only aggregator that covers the whole world. We have deals that are signed on every continent with bus partners on every continent, and more to come in the next months. So for things that scale, like SEO, SEM, etc., it's really not that hard to like have a global presence. It's not an incremental effort. It's just a little bit of like translation, localization effort. But for social media, it's hard to like take your strategy that you have for North America and just scale it and translate it into Spanish, since it's not going to work, right? So it takes more time. But still, we have produced a lot of great content for Spain, especially like for travelers that are going into Spain. We have a great guide for Santiago de Compostela with like all the stuff you need to do, and like we have like a lot of visitors that go read these pieces. We send them via email to the people who buy tickets in Spain. We say, hey, while you're there, check this out, whatever. We create city guides for Spain, quick tips, etc.
Yeah, and I think like, one of our missions, like everybody here loves to travel. So if we can encourage people to travel more and explore and discover more of the world, I think it's going to be a better place.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. So, and coming to what you are already doing in US probably and some other countries with the social networking, how is it working? Is it helping to your business? What do you do exactly, or what is your social strategy?
So I think like we have tested a lot of different things. Like I don't think we have the perfect solution to everything. I think like in a startup culture, the most important thing is to test and see what works, what doesn't work. For us, social media has not been the biggest driver for ticket sales. So just so us as doing something on social media might not immediately get us a sale, but it's a brand awareness thing. So like people will get more and more aware of us, and when it comes to buying a ticket or when it comes to them traveling, the hopes is that they will think about us and consider us at that moment.
Sure. And also I wanted to add that social media these days, it's much more than just community management, right? Even if you have like 100,000 likes, it's like really hard to reach them anyway. You don't know if they're currently traveling, if they need a bus ticket, what they need right now. So at Busbud, we use social media a lot, but not like in a visible way sometimes. Sometimes we'll use it, of course, to build trust. Let's say users from Brazil, from Mexico, from Russia, whatever, they visit Busbud, they don't know the brand, right? So if they go to social media, they can actually see that we are a brand, that we're real people, that people interact with us. So that's for trust and more conversion on the website. We use it to promote our content. We use it to analyze the demographic of the people that use Busbud. We use it like to set the tone of our brand, the voice tone. So we use it for like a lot of different reasons, and not just like sharing stuff on your Facebook page. That's like from the, I don't know, not from the 90s, but it's like old strategy, right? So right now, social media it's not just a community management thing.
And we also use it for like our employer brand as well, so for recruiting as well.
For recruiting, okay. Yeah, and for instance, in Spain, what we have noticed is like there are few transport companies that use social media actively, and the ones that use it to especially to handle complaints, or more like a service, like a customer service than a social media itself. Especially when I think that the travel industry gives so many opportunities to share things, and to not only sharing, but to share experience on the bus or everywhere you go. So I think it's a great industry for that. But so far here it's been used mostly to handle clients' requests or complaints, which is very useful for that too. But it has a lot more perspective than that. And of course, I don't think it's your area of business, because you don't handle passengers as such. You just give those, like, you are like you're just distributing the passengers and the lines, but don't take care of the final service, where people might complain or might have like different requests. Then, oh yeah, sorry, what you wanted to say?
Oh, I was going to say, and it's also a way for us to engage in other groups. For example, there could be a group like in Spain of expatriates. So like maybe it's like English-speaking people, either from the UK or North America, who now live in Spain, and they have a Facebook group. So there's other ways to engage in different communities on social media as well.
And I think about the bus companies and how they actually use social media. I think they did it because of the market that was regulated. They didn't feel the pressure of investing a lot into their communication. So maybe they're a bit backwards, like when you look at like train companies and flight companies that invested a lot in their marketing. So right now, I think the bus companies, they focused on their tickets, on their drivers, their gas, they have a lot of things to think about. And so social media, and if they start to do it, they need to be ready to answer to any question at any moment. As you said, it's like a big channel for customer service. And here at Busbud, like our customer support, customer experience team is plugged into Twitter, Facebook, and they're ready to answer to any like issue a customer might have on the road. So if the bus company wants to do that, they need to be ready. They can't just say, okay, let's create a page and then check it out once per week. So I think that's what them, like they fear maybe to do that, and they'll probably start to do it. But like a couple of companies do it really well. If you think of Idebus in France, I think they are like a model in terms of like social media communication. We do a lot of contests, and we had the opportunity to like collaborate on a couple of contests and stuff. So it was really interesting to work with them.
No, and here as well, we have a couple of companies that are doing it quite well, even though they don't really need to. Because of the competency, as you say, but they are replying to their users quite quick, and they are taking care, but not all of them. So it's only two of them who are using social media. Okay, I'm going to another area, I guess. No, I don't feel very well. For you, it's important the search engines, right? Like to show up in Google, and well, I just wanted to ask you what kind of strategy in search engines, like organic search and paid search.
So, I mean, I think for us, like both are very important. I think for people who don't know Busbud, like we want to be at the top of the search results for, if they're searching for Barcelona, Madrid, Paris, London, like we want to rank highly there. So we have to do that through, different strategies. One is that's longer term, right? So if you're doing SEO, it can be longer term projects for that. But we're also present, and if you search, you'll see our ads as well.
Right.
Yeah.
And as we mentioned, we are still like a young company and our brand is not widely known yet. So we need to like get traffic from people who don't know us. Like eventually we want to have traffic from people searching directly for Busbud, for people who like have a user account at Busbud, for people who have downloaded the app. But in the meantime, like we actually need to get a lot of this traffic that comes in first with search results. So we, of course, it's a big focus for us, SEO, SEM as well. And yeah, so for like generic keywords, it's not easy to rank because big brands like Alza, as you mentioned, they're present, they've been there for a long time, and they have like an old domain name and they get a lot of branded search, right? But like Google algorithms are always changing, right? And so we are really at the top of these changes. We follow them every day and we really try to follow the guidelines that Google provides. And I think more and more they are focusing on the quality of the website and the quality of the user experience. Like if a user comes on your website and stays there for 10 seconds because it's broken, even if you're Alza, you're going to be downranked. Like a couple of days ago, a couple of weeks ago, was the mobile Geddon or something, right? They changed their algorithm to penalize not mobile friendly websites. And even if you're a big brand, then you're going to be penalized. And that's where we at Busbud, being at like the top, like having a top-notch SEO website, we can even rank before these big names, and we're doing great with that.
And I think there's an advantage for us too because we have coverage in a lot of different countries, right? So they might, like Alsa might have a presence only in Spain, but we get a lot more links and all that type of thing because we are present in a bigger amount of countries.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we actually did a study and analysis on paid search more than because, as you said, organic search is very cost for people who've been here for a long time and big brands to do those routes nationally often. But in paid search, we found out that not that many companies invest on generic keywords like routes, page routes, and things like that. Probably because they don't need to, as we said, those routes keywords. But still, I think that they have that kind of competency, like car sharing and trains, like all kind of services. So it's not such a waste of investment. What do you think about investing on paid search, like generic keywords? Or have you done it? Is it working?
I didn't get like everything, but
paid search.
Yeah, about paid search, and I heard you told about like trains and car sharing. So it's quite competitive, and it's starting to get competitive in Spain with like companies like BlaBlaCar and GoEuro also investing in search. But like if you know AdWords a bit, the relevance of your ad and the experience you give to the user is going to give you a quality score that allows you to even pay less than your competitors and rank better, right? So like for us, like if BlaBlaCar car sharing companies try to bid on bus keywords, it's not really a big deal for us because these people are actually looking for buses, and Google is going to put us before BlaBlaCar or before other car sharing services if they understand that the user is actually searching for a bus. But yeah, we're doing quite great. We do everything internally in terms of AdWords. We have a dedicated team here, and it's been really great. We can't tell you everything, obviously, because we have like strategies in place, and it's like we have our secret sauce. We have our secret sauce, and we don't want to explain everything. But
keep it for yourself.
Things that scale, right? Because we have so many routes, so many coverage, but we manage to be like really at the top in every market that we decide to invest in.
That's good. That's good. Okay. I think that's. This is it for now. Like I said, there were very few questions. So I just wanna say anything else or share anything else with us.
Yeah, I think. I mean, if there's anything else, you can email us and we can reply by email. That might be easier.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The time difference and the problems I'm having right now with the sound. But yeah, thank you very much again for your time in this conference, and we'll let you know when we in our social networks. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Sounds
And
great.
again, like if the record was not good enough, like if the song was not good enough, we can still send the answers by email if you need them. Okay.
Okay, we'll do that. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Spain.
Bye.
Have a good day. Bye. Bye.